chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. All my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh?
Well, Coach, no precipitation to speak of, but still a very chilly December day in Philly. Winter coats and hot chocolate abound here at Lincoln Financial Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Philadelphia Eagles. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go, get excited, let's go, let's go. Done. 180. Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. 49, check 49, check 49. Hey, kill, hey, Ford Tokyo. Hey, orbit. What's it done?
On first down, Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19.
Double up, double up. Tighten up, tighten up. Black, come on. Watch that, watch that, watch that. Sunday. Hey, Echo. Sunday.
Throwing his Wentz. And the pressure gets to him again. Daniil Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. But someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run. But how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10.
Zero.
From the 50, Stafford. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
36.
Throwing again. Stafford. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 43 yards on the ground. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Back. Kill. Turn up. 6-6. Bullet high. Check. Lucky.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll try the left side. Branch. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Great.
On 2nd down now, Branch. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Here we go. 120. Here we go. 81.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Vinatieri's kick is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So that drive began at their own 3. They wind up getting 3 out of it.
And to me, the mentality to begin the drive, that was probably the key to everything. Let's just make sure we take care of the football, give ourselves some room, and maybe punt it away. Instead, it started at the 3, and it ended with 3 points.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now it's Stafford. Hey, right on cue. They set up the screen and complete it. And all the way down to the 42. A huge play there on the screen pass. 42 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Going deep for Diggs. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
1st down, Detroit.
50-50. 57, Mike, 57.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Carry on Johnson. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, come on, no, come on. Kill. Mike's 40.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? This 5-7. What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Go. Here we go.
To throw is Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go again. Big Ed. This 5-7. 40's Mike. I got you, son. I got you. Lefty. You're all mine, baby. You won't get this. You're all mine. Hey.
Now Wentz. Open man is Arcega right side. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try the left side. Branch. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Go.
They'll come out in the pistol. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Hey, bunch. Greystone, travel.
51, Mike 51.
They gonna need some therapy.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Flushed out right. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
51 to Mike.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
From the end zone, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
To throw from his end zone, Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5.
1st down, Lions.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
53. Ready? Let's get in there. 22.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And Diggs has it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback, running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
We go set. 250. Watch twist. Easy, alert.
On 2nd and 15 now. Stafford, and his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, but now it's third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Fletcher Cox make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. On fourth down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. With another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Eagles 10, Lions 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 3 out.
Big 20.
On 2nd and 9. Stafford. Wide open receiver complete. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. Stafford throwing on target to Jones. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
He wasn't ready. Stay 50.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
On 2nd and 7. Stafford, Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. the gun, Stafford. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Here we go.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
On 1st down, French. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
Check 3. Center. 2 jet. Buzz. 57's Mike. Here.
Working from the gun. Wentz looking for his running back, and he's got him. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Alert 3. Kill. Hey, Ford, Tokyo! 22 jet bomber. 57. Watch the screen. Ship. Bravo. 57's the great 57. Too little, cupcake.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And this is caught by Jackson. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. And we've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
Watch the ship. Go. 51's the mic, boys. 51. He don't know no better. Man 5-7. Mike 51.
Wentz now on 1st down. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A gain of 5. Good enough for the 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go. Great. Check 99. 57. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Spot 61. Matchbox lights. Sunday.
Here's Wentz to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A gain of 22.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Wentz now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Now Wentz. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check. Fresno. Hey, Delta. Check 3. 357. Hey, Haywood.
Trying to collect.
Let's go.
Wentz. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Deshaun Jackson, incomplete. Coverage by Keanu Neal.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Play to win. Let go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
10. Watch out.
They go to Johnson again. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Kill. 59.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they...
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Throwing now is Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day. Hey, check 20. Omaha, remove. Check for alert. Zebra. Hey, Charlie. What happened?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, 50. Bang, bang. Bang, bang.
Back to throw. Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Hey, 22.
To Johnson again. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
50.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Now Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford Stafford puts it on the ground. And it's picked up by the Eagles. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. The 30. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
They'll run on first down. Branch. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Trey 15, Trey 15.
Wentz going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Finding room to the 20. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Go. 180. It's going to be a long... Black, come on. It's going to be a long day.
They'll try to run this one in. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Topper!
Hey, Mike 40, Mike 40. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Shoot! Sunday!
40's Mike.
What's that?
They'll keep it on the ground. Branch. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal.
Sunday! Check 26. General West.
On 3rd down, Branch. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. Okay, so you just took the big loss. Now what are you doing on 4th down?
Well, we have a change of plans now is what we have, because I think they were looking at the play sheet, trying to dial something up to go for it on 4th down. But after that loss, that goes right out the window. Now you have to kick the field goal and hope to come back down the next time and score.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Stafford on 1st down. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And a loose football, and the Eagles have recovered. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football.
74. Hey, foxtrot.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Agnew. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Stay focused. Come on. All right. I got you.
Set. 280. Like 7. I got it.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
After the interception, here's Stafford. This complete to Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Hey, watch the slant. 57.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
59.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford complete. It's Johnson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He completes it to Jones. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what we thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
50-50.
Watch safety creep.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
22.
Check three.
Hey, 70.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Lions on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Slide middle.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture, as now they've got a 1st and 10. Stafford. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The Eagles take over.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. There are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first.
It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
40 got. Switch. 40 got. Here we go.
Here's Stafford. And Diggs has it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Back at the 40-yard line.
Set. 180.
53, Mike. Let's go. Whip.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Stafford, he's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35.
That's it, baby.
That one goes for 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Stafford. He finds his man Johnson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play. And facing a 2nd and long. Now it's Stafford. Caught by Jones. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Again, it's Stafford. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Crayvon LeBlanc with a pick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Philadelphia, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5.